Hi, I'm Freddie, and I'm the lead developer on BeyondD6, and I'm just going to take you through how to create a character using the system. When you log into the system, you're presented with this for the first time, which is a massive Start Here button, which is where you start creating a character. However, there is a second way of creating a character. If we go further down the page to Characters, you can see currently we have no characters incomplete and no published characters, but we have a big link here for Create, which takes us to the exact same place as that big button. So if we click on it, now I'm logged in as test user, but your name will come up here for your first character. You can choose a rule set, but we'll just leave it as the second edition revised expanded rules. And we click Create Character. Okay, and now we're presented more information because the character's been entered into the database and we can start making some changes. So, we will make a Rhodian today. I don't want him to be force sensitive, he'll be male, so I'll just update those into the database. And now, because we've locked in a Rhodian as species, we're given the ability to generate a name. So we can either just type one in as we want, or the system looks into the database, comes up with a few options. There we go. We will create Grappa the Rhodian. So if I just copy that in, oops. And we will put him in here as Grappa the Rhodian Headhunter. He's going to be a bounty hunter. I think I'll make him a bit shorter, so we'll make him 5'5". He's a green Rhodian with a little shock of white hair. And his eyes are purple. And again, I'll update the character. So those are all in. And now we have more options up here. So we click on Species, and it tells us a little about Rhodians. We click on Character itself, and we can see we still have 11 dice plus 1 of starting dice to spend, and 7 dice of starting skills. So we're being a gunfighter, so we want Dex to be high. So I'll just keep clicking on my Dex, taking it up, and up, and up, until it reaches a nice high 4 dice plus 2. He's going to be a good gunfighter. Perception, we want him to be pretty quick on that as well. Again, I'm going to throw all my dice, or I'm going to throw a lot of my starting dice into Perception. And I don't want him to be a pushover, I don't want him to be killed, so I'll keep pumping dice into his Strength. He's an all-round tough guy. We've still got 2 dice plus 1. So I'm going to put a dice in plus 1 here and a dice in here. He has no knowledge skills at all. He's unknowledgeable about the system. He can operate some machinery. He can repair a bit. But mainly, he's Perception, Dexterity, and Strength. So that's all our starting dice gone. We've now got the starting skills to allocate. Well, he's a gunfighter, so he's going to need Blaster. So let's pump in 2 dice straight into his Blaster skill. So 2 dice, I went a bit far there. Don't want him to be short. So let's blast some into there as well. Might as well take advantage of having a high dex. We'll put in some pickpocket. Melee parry. We've got 1 dice left. I'm going to make him a gambler. And there we go. We've spent all the starting dice. We can go into equipment. We can go into ranged weapons. Give him a heavy blaster pistol, which should be down here somewhere. And a blast vest. And what else? A comlink. And there we go. If I just hit update again to enter all that data into the database and lock it all down, we can now finalize the character, and he's ready to play. If I want to add a picture, I just choose the file from my hard disk and upload it, and it will come up on his character sheet. But until then, we've just got a standard picture of a Rhodian. And that's as easy as it is. I'll finalize him. And all finalizing does is lock in the species, so we can't change that. His force sensitivity, his gender, and if we go to character, we can't change those, although we can now roll his skills. Oh, a terrible on his 1 on his wild die, but a total of 19 on his skill. So that's as easy as it is. Create a character on BeyondD6. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you later.